Hi, I'm Shar and welcome back to my channel to the Personal Readings playlist. Today I am reading for client number 3 and we are using the Steampunk Tarot deck. And just a quick general reading today. On deck I have my beautiful amethyst right there. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say for you today. Okay, so let's give these cards a nice little shuffle out. See what decides to pop out here. Page of Wands. Page of Wands reversed. Thinking of that plan. Maybe trying to find the focus. Let's see what else we have to say with this. The pages are a bit more... No, the pages are a young energy. Okay, so with this page being reversed... Oops. A little bit of confidence is missing. A little bit of confidence has kind of been stolen away, I guess. Yes, this page has skills and knows how to use them, but that confidence has been taken away a little bit. And like, yeah, the pages are an immature sort of thing. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, and it's about the balance. Not about juggling, but about a balance here on that bicycle. Going to create something. Ooh, Six of Pentacles right there. So with that Two of Pentacles, all right, it comes the balancing situation. Balancing passion and work, balancing money, balancing finances, balancing spirituality, balancing personal things. This Six of Pentacles comes in as well, where, look at those scales, we're talking about balancing again. So this woman has a nice handful of coins here, where we've got these two younger, sort of page-like children, looking for that balance and there's a balance between knowledge and money. There's a balance between empty and full. She gets to decide where this lot of money goes. So part of this too here is also being like stability in turbulent water. So definitely finding that balance. So let's see what we're talking about here. What do we have here, cards? So bringing that confidence back, I think, is really what this balance is talking about. Finding your own, finding those changes that are going to happen. And it's okay to have these upside down moments with the cards in our lives, because it's that roller coaster part of it, right? Okay, well, I'm just going to cut this because nothing's jumping right now. So, the Page of Swords on the back end of this. We're young and going flying into things. And the swords tell me that there's still something else that needs to be cut out to have this balancing act happen, and to have these two pages on the outsides of it is going to happen fast. There may be a little bit of immaturity going to maturity, but these two in the middle are really talking about that balance. And you can see it right here in the cards. This Page of Swords here is a little bit more confident, even in her pose. Can we see all this here right now? We're blocking out the Page of Swords there. There we go. So the Page of Swords, even sitting here with her friend, the Page of Wands, the Swords has that little bit more confidence going into it. So, and there's a little bit of something that needs to be cut out of that situation in order for this balance to be going on. So having the two pages on the end, really, I'm just going to look this in the book real fast. Just tells me that there's something is going to happen fast. Pages are young. Stand for someone who needs guidance. Or who can provide support that will play a role in the development of the situation. So just a reading tip here in the book, because we do like to refer to the book. This Page of Swords here have represented messages because swords are associated with communication. So while this is a very young energy going, it may be going from an immature, excuse me, an immature point of view into finding that balance. Yeah, finding that balance in the turbulence here, finding that balance with being able to take care, like a self-care coming in here. And then with the Page of Swords on the end of it, some communication things going on. Like these pages are definitely reaching out to tell you that we've got some balancing to do. Okay, moving on. Let's see what we have up next. So these are very action cards, these major arcanas. Hello, what do we have? Ten of Swords. Ha! All right, so something has come to an end here in this next segment. Here we're looking at the balance, right? So something has to shed. That's what this Page of Swords is going to do to you, or telling you, is to cut that out. We've got the swords there, and it's communication. So finding that balance, and when things can't hurt us anymore, I refer to this card often when the Ten of Swords comes up in readings online, because it is that finality. Those swords have been done, the card is flipped over, there's nowhere to go, and it can't do anything anymore. There's nothing to be had from this. All right. So definitely getting ready for that new change coming in after that Ten of Swords is played out. So finding that balance, it could also mean like cutting out the things that no longer serve a purpose, or things that are bringing you backwards from where you want to springboard. But also, ooh, it makes me, oh goodness. Here we are. It makes me think of the analogy of arrows need to be pulled back in order to go ahead, in order to be shot forward and make their mark, make their destination. So with the Ten of Swords, that's going to rock your world. And it's probably going to be a painful situation where your heart and your mind are fighting each other. But your world's going to get turned upside down a little bit. So just kind of be prepared for that. But you know that with the Ten of Swords. And we've talked about this card before. So with the world coming in, that's not a surprise. Things are changing. There's a new outlook. There's new things that are going to be happening. And shedding that old stuff and getting ready. And I don't know how many times I've said it right now. We are at the beginning of a brand new decade. We are at the beginning of a brand new year. So there's still going to be some purging that needs to happen in our lives. There's still going to be purging that's going to go on. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. But also because the heart and the brain are involved, right? So don't overthink things. Own the feelings and then release them because you don't need them anymore. And this is just kind of a heads up saying, hey, all that stuff that got cut through is finishing up there. It's going to rock it out a little bit. So finding that balance in the turbulent water, also having that Two of Pentacles over the World card in this position is very interesting and a very good reminder for us to be like, hey, oh, lovely, lovely. We've got the Pentacles over Pentacles again. So the Ten of Pentacles have come out, and you know, she's kind of having that dreamland state of the way she wants things to be. And the Pentacles are very earthy, very money oriented. So with this happening, the Ten of Pentacles also represents abundance in life. You know, like that fairy tale ending that things will work out, but this needs to be let go. And I really feel this Page of Swords is coming in and like cutting this stuff out and turning your world upside down a little bit. After, you know, I found my balance, but this page comes in and says, psh, 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 psh. Hey, you forgot to deal with this, and it's going to do this, but this is going to happen in the end. So I feel like even though the world is upside down and very turbulent with that 2 of Pentacles there, things are working out with that 10. 10 reduced to a single number is 1 also, right? So we've got a couple of 10s here in this area where the pages were circling this. We've got the 10s here. So I think I'm just going to have to cut and see what's on the back end of this. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords. This is a classic image of the 3 of Swords. The swords right through the heart, the heartbreak. But I think that comes back to this 10 of Swords, where there's some heartbreak going on because of how the situation happens. There's going to be some truths that come through and that rack your world and just throw it right upside down. But to have that happy ending, the 3 of Swords comes in because quite oftentimes that heartbreak will lead to a new, like an aha moment where we take that time to heal our hearts, where we have that moment in the inner darkness, and it becomes like the yin and yang of heartbreak and falling in love. So having that experience, just own that experience because it was a good time for the moment, but definitely time to be moving on here right now. And then having this 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords right there, kind of how the pages, kind of how the pages are working on these top ends. Having that 10 and that 3 encompassing this right here. So it's really gonna change a lot of things, but there's that opportunity to let that heartbreak go and to heal the heart in a way that is going to open up such new possibilities. This 10 of Pentacles right here just says it. Such new possibilities are going to come and allow that healing of the heart to happen. So, you know, it really sucks going through heartbreak, going through turbulent times. But this 3 here, it really signifies to me that there's an opportunity where that hurt is going to be released and a beautiful healing thing can happen. Because you see with this card, once these swords are removed from the clockwork pieces, it can work again. It can function. So really what it's telling us is, you know, like these things will be resolved. We have to look at them and own them and just be in that moment, and then that will carry on. All right, let's see what this final row has to say for us today. Now, I hope this is resonating with you. It is making sense with me because of the conversation that we've had before, and I'm really excited. Excuse me. I'm really excited to see this 3 of Swords coming up here and giving that moment of healing coming. So I think that's a very, very good outlook, a very, very good opportunity for what's coming up next. Ha! Beautiful. So with the 9 of Pentacles right here, so what this talks about here, this 9 of Pentacles, I love this card because it's a job well done. This is a pat on the back. This is, hey, you're learning to love yourself, giving yourself that credit that you need. That she is such a confident lady there. The coins are lining up. Look at that gorgeous bird that she has just sitting there on her hand. That she has, you know, like they work together. She has control of their team. But her confidence there is, I love that about this card. But, you know, just being self-made and right there, you did it, you got through it, and it gives it just backs up that opportunity to heal with the 3 of Swords here. Self-earned accomplishments. Also talks about, I'm just going to snoop in the book here to see if there's something I'm missing. I feel like there's a little something I'm missing. With this 9. Oh, and right on the back side of that 10. Yeah, stable and abundant life, healing happening. Let's find out what this 9 has to say. Yeah, it just talks about working hard for what you do, accomplishments. Independence is very important as this card. I still feel like there's something. As a 9, it's associated with the Hermit. Okay. So don't go too far in on this accomplishment, because you have to keep it open to allow other people in. Okay? So the 9 is going to combat this 10. You have to stay a little bit open. Don't hermit too badly. Let's see what this next card has to say. I need some tea. Okay. What's that one we got going on? 6 of Swords. Look at how quickly that air balloon is going through the air. Is it showing up? Ooh. So this reminds me of like swift moving. Things are happening quickly. And swords are air. They're communication, right? So there's still something that's going to happen here with that 6 of Swords. Let's see what we've got going on with this. Moving away emotionally. But taking baggage. So yeah, don't take your baggage with you. Leave it at the back. Let's see what we got. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. Here we go. Hello, sir. Very prepared. Very prepared to move ahead. Definitely has rations with them. Thinking about it. So there's a thinking card. He's facing this transition head on with the tools he needs. He's quite prepared for that. Where this 6 of Swords is like whooshing in. This Knight of Pentacles here is ready to meet. He's facing this. He's facing this head on. This movement, this fast acting movement. He may be looking at you like, hey, is this serving your highest good? Do you need this? Do you need this in your backpack with this 6 of Swords? Yeah, just my quick glance notes. They say, watch out for that baggage. So I think this Knight of Pentacles is here to keep that in check. He doesn't want to carry more than is necessary for survival and to move along. He kind of reminds me of like slow and steady wins the race. He could also be slowing this down just a touch. Just so that little details aren't overlooked, I think, is what we're looking at here. Don't overlook the little details. And the Queen of Wands finishing this one up here. You see her? So that's a lot more confidence. I love the confidence for this. I love the confidence where this is finishing up compared to there. So this is a cycle that clearly is happening. Yes. Excuse me, sorry. So coming up with that accomplishment. So finding that moment where you can have that, moving to new things, moving on to a better situation, creating that better situation for yourself. And that Knight is there. He's very prepared. Very, very, very prepared. But he's like, hey, slow down. Slow down just a little bit. On the bottom, oh, geez, really? On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 8 of Pentacles card here. This is a mastery card. This is honing in on your craft. Learning skills. Learn, and keep trying and keep working on it. To have the 7 of Pentacles right there. As you're learning, stop to assess your skills. And is this for my highest good? Am I practicing the right thing? Am I learning about the right things right now? So that's where these 2 cards on the bottom of the deck are coming in also. Let's just take a quick little look in the book about this Queen of Wands here and why she's showing up right at the end. Literally coming up in here. Why are you still sitting there? For goodness sake, why am I still sitting here? Someone who supports and nurtures the will and inspiration and passion of others. So keep things in motion and keep that queen there happy. Going forward confidently. So yeah, she reminds us to look at the sternness in her face. She doesn't like excuses. So even if it's a baby step, just keep moving on forward. So she kind of understands this Six of Swords a little bit with this Knight coming in. I want to see what this Knight has to say for us. Because where the Queen is like, no, do it, go forth with confidence. Don't sort of like time waste. Get to it, get to it. Get to it indeed. The Knight of Pentacles here. See, in the Knights, yeah, it says, watch for somebody who, swift, bold action that will affect the situation. So having a little slowdown there, Knight of Pentacles. Someone whose actions are motivated by the physical world, resources, and finances. So that's why he's sitting there kind of making sure your resources are in check. So he's very practical. So he's very practical, very good at making things work smoothly. So maybe oh, that's making sense. Okay. So we've got some good goals. We're going. We're sailing through on a high. We've got this acceleration. We've got this motivation behind. We've got this accelerated feeling going on. And the Knight is here saying, hey, double check yourself. You know, try not to be frivolous or fancy-pantsy about anything. Very practical, very down to earth, very resource oriented. And then the Queen there, she's going to appreciate that effort going in at the end, where it's not wasting any time but using time effectively to get that balance in there, to balance the dreams, the goals, the work. But that's going to happen, and that's going to start off where these mastery cards come in also too, right? So definitely going to start off a good thing for you. So I think just going into this next phase right here, having a little bit of heads up is definitely going to be beneficial for you. Okay, so there we go. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope this resonates with you at all. And if you want to discuss it, we can private message about this where we have been talking before. Or if you don't care, go ahead and throw comments in the comment section and we can go into it there. But I thank you so much for letting me read for you and providing me with this opportunity. I hope it resonates with you, and I really hope that you enjoyed this experience. So if you guys are interested in having a reading done, I have my Tuesday and Thursday live reading playlist right here for you to check out. And I would love to have you subscribe otherwise. Thank you so much, client number 3, for allowing me to do this for you. Bright blessings to you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.